introverted but want to date a Ukrainian woman, here is how to succeed. First of all, you have to understand your strengths and weaknesses. Probably you won't become a social butterfly and you won't be the center of attention and you won't win every girl. You won't be this guy who's joking and flirting and cracking a joke after joke, but you don't need the heart of every girl. You still can attract the right person and you can get better at dating. How? Trick number one, you can prepare stories about yourself, because probably on your first date you will have to share some stories about yourself. First of all, we're all adults, so probably you will have to tell what do you do for a living, because this question will come up. Our work occupies a huge chunk of our lives, and well, if you're a lucky person who has managed to choose a profession that you actually like, you actually enjoy, well, it will make you even more attractive in the eyes of a lady. Because if we are talking about a Ukrainian lady, for her a guy who has a career or maybe who runs his own business means stability, which means he might be a boyfriend material because he might be ready to settle down. He has a job, he has a plan. This is very attractive. So how to show that you're this type of a guy? You can talk about your job, you can talk about what you do, passionately talk about it. You can prepare several stories, not about your income, not about how cool you are, not boasting, but what you like about your job. Why you have chosen to be in this sphere. Maybe some interesting challenges that you have overcome recently. Maybe some interesting stories, your job related. And yes, people who often go out, people who actually are good at dating, they have several stories already prepared and tested, and they use them when they go out on dates. And you know, you will feel less anxious when you have stories prepared because you know what to talk about. The next thing that probably you would be willing to discuss are your hobbies. So of course you have several interesting stories, or you can prepare several interesting stories about your hobbies. How do you usually spend your weekends, or what do you usually like to do? If you don't have any interesting hobbies, because not all people have really distinctive hobbies, not all of us do yoga or learn Spanish. Well, the majority of people actually we do a little bit of everything. We return back home from the office, or if we do have a home office, we kind of switch off the computer and sometimes we cook, sometimes we watch TV, sometimes we go to gym, sometimes we go for a walk. So a little bit of everything, and you can describe things that you enjoy right now or you want to try, or things that you have opened for yourself recently. For example, that, oh, I have started taking salsa lessons or salsa classes. Why? Well, you know what? I have actually read this article that you can meet some attractive ladies while dancing salsa. Actually, I haven't met anyone there, but I have enjoyed dancing. So you can joke about it. Or for example, oh, I have attended a few cooking classes because I feel curious to learn how to cook. You know, I actually didn't know how to cook, and I think it's quite bad not to know how to cook when you are 33, and I want to improve this habit. And you, any new activities, any new hobbies that you have opened for yourself recently? So your work, hobbies, weekends, vacations, your last vacation, what did you do for a vacation? Because you know, sometimes people who are not really good at storytelling because, well, probably at their work they don't need to tell stories. When they hear a question like, oh, what did you do for your last vacation? Oh, nothing really, or oh, I didn't take a vacation for a pretty long time. And the lady can assume that, oh, his life is boring. No, his life is not boring. He just doesn't know how to talk about it well. What else? You know that you are introverted, and you know that probably you won't talk about yourself much during the date, but you can make the date about her, and you can ask questions, and you can comment seeing that she's telling you about herself. You can show her that you are interested in what she is telling you about herself, and it is very flattering when our partner, our date, is actually involved into our stories. You know, a good date is not necessarily a date when a guy is talking about himself, his fantastic job, how cool he is, how handsome he is, and he's cracking a joke after joke. Sometimes, very often actually, a good date is a date when a guy is actually listening to what she is saying, asking questions, and a lady can tell that he's genuinely interested in what she is saying. Also, if you know that you are not the best communicator, plan something active, not in a sense that on your first date you do a dancing class and then you go playing bowling and then you do something else. No, for example, you have started in the coffee shop and you had some coffee, and then you can take a walk, and then you can have lunch together. The idea is that you are changing places and your body changes position, because when you just show up for a lunch date and you take a seat and she takes a seat and you spend the whole date in the same position, you sit in the same place, you are not changing many topics, you're not changing surrounding, and your body is not changing its position, the date feels stiff. If you can't compensate it with interesting conversations, super exciting topics, jokes, flirting, etc. So choose a cute coffee shop, then take her for a walk, then grab some lunch, and it will give variety, it will give the date the dynamics. The two of you represent different cultures, it can add extra romance, because from the very beginning there is something different about the two of you. It's not like most of the dates that you have and she has is international, so it is already different and this date already stands out. So use it to your advantage. Ask her more questions about her culture. Try to find things in common that, for example, you have in your culture, she has in her culture. Don't try to stress the differences. Try to find things that you have in common. And of course, keep in mind that practice will make you better. If you will go out on one date per year, you won't get better. If you will keep going out on several dates per month, you will get better, because you will start losing this anxiety, you will start feeling better about yourself, because you're meeting another human being, just a human woman, not a goddess. And you will see that women also make mistakes. Sometimes they ask stupid questions and not all their jokes are super witty. So it is okay that not all your questions and not all your jokes will be also 100% witty or interesting, and it's okay that you go out and you learn new things and you become better and you will actually start enjoying the process. Guys, don't try to impress her with super exciting stories, with super unusual jokes. Sometimes a romantic setting, a nice compliment is way more important than this arrogant confidence. And sometimes it is a good idea to tell that, you know what, I'm a bit introverted, or I'm naturally shy, I don't go out that much, and I'm not actually that much into dating because, you know what, I had other priorities. I have invested several years into building my business or getting my degree, into getting my education or climbing the career ladder or getting the job or traveling, and this is your opportunity to boast a little in a good way with your achievements, with your accomplishments. If you are naturally shy, don't be afraid to overdo it. It is important to talk about your achievements, because a girl in front of you, she's not a mind reader. She can't probably read it that you're a kind guy, or you're a smart guy, or you're a hardworking guy, or you're actually a goal-oriented guy. you have to tell her about this, and later on, yes, she will have to see that your words matches with your actions and with reality. But at first you have to give her some information to work with, because if you will remain silent, if you won't give her any information, how can she possibly learn anything about you? How can she make up her mind that you are a great man and she should go out with you on a second date to get to know you better? So try to show her more about yourself, that yes, probably you're not the smoother talker, but you're actually a hardworking person. You're smart and you work for this company and doing this really important job. You're actually very kind and you love animals and you have a fantastic family and you have traditional family values. And tell her more about this. Give her a chance to get to know you better, to find out if she has many things in common with you. Guys, I hope it was helpful and I hope that the wind doesn't mess up the sound and you enjoy the beautiful sea view behind me. I wish you lots of love. My name is Svetlana Mucha. I'm the founder, the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com boutique matchmaking service. Right now is the time to press like, to subscribe to our channel, to share your thoughts, questions, comments, anything in the comments below. If you want to learn more about our matchmaking or coaching programs, please fill in the form below this video. Also, if you like our content, you can support our channel by becoming a sponsor. There is a special link also below this video. I wish you lots of love. I'm filming this one for you in Barcelona, Spain.